Hello. I made a calculus video and I figured I should do an algebra 2 video because people are, taking SATs pretty soon too. So, along with AP exams, we're also going to be doing SATs. So, this is yeah, I know my handwriting's terrible. I'm aware. As long as you can read it, I don't think it's an issue. This is a little tricky question that is on SATs. Um it is basically the radius of a circle formula. And if you remember, that is uh, h minus or x minus h squared plus y. Whoa, whoops. Y minus k squared equals r squared. Yeah. So this is a weird one. This is basically just asking if you know the steps. You can't really memorize how to do this algebraically, or like not exactly what I meant to say. You kind of have to memorize how to do this algebraically because this is so like specific. We're covering very specific topics. This is something that's like it doesn't really show up again. But all we need to do is translate this whole equation into this. So we're asked to find the radius of r. Don't be the person who goes and sees, oh, it's r, and squares it, and then you get 1. Like, don't do that. That's just so upsetting. I know this looks yucky, and if you don't know how to approach it, it is yucky, but we're gonna approach it. So the way this works is completing the square. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty easy. It's nothing too challenging. The only problem is there are a lot of steps to it, and it's not really fun. So what we have to do is we have to get this in this form. So how do we do that? Well, we have to complete the square. So basically, what does this side need so that it can look like this? Well, what I see is that it needs another 4. So we're going to do x squared plus 4x plus 4. And then what does this need? Oh, sorry. We're going to add -1 plus 4. What does this need so that it looks like this? Well, I think we're probably going to need a 1. And then we do y squared. Oh, sorry. Y squared minus 2y plus 1. So then we're going to have plus 1 on this side. Now, how did I do that? Why did I choose 1 and why did I choose 4? Well, to me, I saw that 4, in order to get something like, I don't know, plus 2 squared equals, why did I choose to do it here? That's fine. X squared plus 4x plus 4 is what I saw. I saw that because we had a 4x, if I wanted to get this into a situation where it's a value like this squared, I saw that we needed to do a plus 4 so we could factor it into something like this, right? So that's probably the hardest part of this. This would cancel out, and then we're left with plus 4 x squared. Oh, sorry. Whoops. If we factor this, or simplify this rather, we have x plus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 4. Now, even if you do this part wrong, like maybe you factor wrong or something, maybe you're just having a weird time over here. If you get this, if you get the constants, you'll get the point. Typically, these are multiple choice questions. So this is, you need to remember the formula. this formula, right? So this is an r. This is actually r squared. Yeah, crazy, huh? That's r squared. So in order to get your answer, you actually have to do r squared equals 4. So therefore, r equals 2. And that's all there is to it. This is kind of important. To be honest, in calculus you don't really use this. But for the SAT, this is something that you will want to know how to do. You will want to know everything you can about circles. There are a lot of circles that you got to know. This is one of them. So yeah, burn this process into your brain. Unless you already have it into your brain, then don't worry about it. But in the meantime, understand the constants and completing the square. I maybe did not explain this the best. Maybe I didn't show enough of my steps. Give me feedback, let me know. But for me, I look at this and I look at what can this add up to, that it's the same thing. And then I think, okay. A good way to think about it actually is you can say, what is this number? The coefficient next to x. What is this number divided by 2, right? And then that squared. I think that's actually the formula for complete square, if I remember correctly. I do not remember. But yeah, look at it. B over 2 squared equals a new constant, right? So then this is 4. And then for this one, we got negative 1 squared, so 1. So we just added it. And that's basically what I did in my head. I just didn't really show it, right? So that's all my bad. But yeah, no, just use this if you get confused. You don't remember how to do it, or you can't do it in your head, rather. Because this skill takes practice. The reason why I was able to do it in my head is because I've done it so many times. But yeah, this is just factoring. It's just trying to get in this form. You honestly don't even need it in this form. Like I said, you could add wrong and still get the answer. As long as you know this is r squared, you could still get the answer. So, there you go. This is how you do it. That's how you find the radius of a circle.